Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shuaib bringing you the weekly AI updates by ecom.pro.shuaib. If you want to learn AI in spoken English, sorry. If you want to learn AI in spoken English with Shuaib the easy way, then you know where to go. This is Facebook. And on Facebook you go to ecom pro Shuaib UXDA, that's UX design. It's supposed to be AIDC. I'll change that. It's supposed to be AIDC, which is AI design community. Okay, you know, AI is constantly changing, and that's why I'm constantly changing. My brand is constantly changing. This is a very unique brand. You, every time you come, every Sunday you join this brand of mine, and you're gonna find something new, something interesting, something beneficial that will benefit you in terms of the dunya, in terms of your spirituality or your deen. If you want to strengthen your deen, you might want to check out Abu Aisha Shuaib Vlogs, AAS Vlogs. Okay, and if you are struggling in terms of fitness, then you might want to check out Longevity, Organic Strength Training. If you are struggling with food, which most of the people are, you can't control your taste buds. Whenever you see KFC or McDonald's or donuts, you go crazy. Then you might want to check out Longevity OSF. Okay, so primarily my focus is on tech and wellness. Okay, that's my focus, because these are the areas where I have expertise. I have a lot of knowledge. Alhamdulillah, I have also a lifestyle and actions, and I see vast majority of people struggling in these two areas. That's why I want to focus on these areas. Okay, so let's get to the updates. So Anthropic launches ChatGPT rival Claude 2. Anthropic, a research company that is focused on developing safe and beneficial artificial intelligence, has launched a new language model called Claude 2. Claude 2 is designed to be rival to OpenAI's ChatGPT and is said to be able to generate more realistic and coherent text. Well, there you go. As I told you, every week there is a new tool coming out. But keep this in mind, not every tool out there is relevant. Not every tool is supposed to be used or followed or learned. You know what I'm saying? So it is of paramount importance that you pay attention, you ask the experts, the industry experts, the AI experts, what business you are in, what are the goals you're trying to achieve, and which tools you should be using. Okay, so let's move on to the second update. Google AI introduces new tool for generating code. Google AI has introduced a new tool called CodeDog that can generate code from natural language descriptions. CodeDog is still under development, but it has already been used to generate code for a variety of tasks, such as writing simple scripts and generating web pages. Okay, so this is just a new tool. I'll actually play with it. You know, I'm really busy these days while working on multiple projects, and I don't really get time to play with every tool out there. Okay, but my focus is also same. I'm just focusing on the most important tools. I'm not spending time. I cannot humanly possibly learn and master every tool out there. Okay, so I'm just gonna focus on the most important ones, and I'm gonna use them, and if they generate great results for me, I'm gonna share them with you. All right, that's the least that I can do to benefit you. Let's move on to the next. Okay, this is a very important acquisition. This is AI's mark my words. I did mention in my last AI session, do watch my previous AI sessions on AI updates on ecom-pro.tribe YouTube channel. Okay, so this is the single. In my previous session, I mentioned that LLMs, large language models development would be the single most important investment and development in the next 10 years. Okay, so whoever is investing in R&D right now, whoever is investing in building beneficial effective LLMs, then they will lead the game of AI. So Databricks, it's a huge company, and it has acquired a pioneer of LLM, that is Mosaic ML, for $1.3 billion. That's $1 billion, you know. $1.3 billion, and it's the cloud-based. So Databricks is it's a cloud-based data analytics platform. Okay, and imagine a SaaS has acquired hardware, because LLM is basically hardware, right? And Mosaic ML, it's a mixture of hardware and software, and cloud-based data analytics platform is primarily SaaS, is primarily software. So why they did this acquisition? Obviously, it will help them to expand LLM capabilities. It will make them more powerful. Their processing, the compute power, to expand, to scale their processing power. They have done this. Even the Facebook has launched the super chip, you know, to accommodate their LLMs, and because a lot of all the VR, AR, all the latest products that are going to come in the next 5-10 years, they will heavily rely on these LLMs and several other product developments, research. So this is of paramount importance, you know, this acquisition. You will only realize the importance of it in next 2 to 5 years. You will see how this will be a game changer, this company. Keep an eye on this company. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, who is this guy? Who is Tim Berners-Lee? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I asked you, who is he? And do mention me in the comments. If you knew, mention. If you didn't know, then say you didn't know. Okay, and he's the pioneer of internet. He started the internet. Okay, right now there's actually chip shortage, and the smart driving licenses issued in UAE, they are suffering because of the chip shortage. And this is not the first time. I mean, like, chip shortages has been in the market. I'm hearing it since last 5-10 years. So I don't know if you know, but Taiwan is the largest chip manufacturer in the world, and it's suffering in chip manufacturing because of lack of water. Can you believe that? Water is such an important resource, not only for us as humans to survive, but even for the progress of technology. Okay, this is Burj Khalifa, safari, sand duning, and Palm Islands. So basically, these are some of the things you can do when you come to UAE. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful, but at the same time, the summers are really hot. Right now it's really hot. It has reached 50 degrees. The heat is intense. But alhamdulillah, we have the water, the sea, the ocean, the lake, whatever you call it, the sea and the ocean, the beaches to cool. There's also ice snow world in Abu Dhabi, and there's one here even in Dubai malls. Like, there's several ways to cool yourself up. There's the Miracle Garden, beautiful parks, beautiful gardens. You know, I say it's not just about how beautiful a place is, it's more about who you go with. Who you go with. So if you are going to the museum of the future, if you are going for with a tech coach, then you and your kids are going to learn at a different level compared to you just go by yourself. What are you going to learn? It's just like kind of like you are going to zoo, and as parents you yourself don't know the names of all the animals, and you are taking your kids to a botanical park, let's say, for example. I think zoo would not be appropriate. A botanical park example would be appropriate. That you take them to a botanical park and you yourself don't know the names of all the flowers, and you are just taking your kids there. So obviously your kids are not going to learn and benefit much. So same goes for tech, same goes for health and fitness. You need deep knowledge, intense knowledge. But these are actually not the places. If you ask me, it's actually Masjid Aisha in Al Quds 4. It's a beautiful masjid that I recommend you to visit. It would be a life changing. And do give a call or message to Abu Aisha Shoaib Vlogs before heading there, so that you can be truer, you can be guided better, inshallah. Alright. And Elon Musk plans Tesla and Twitter collaborations with XAI, his new startup. Obviously, Elon Musk has started a new company yesterday, and AI company. So it's something, my comments, it's not something surprising. I already know that after, because Elon Musk was involved in AI, he was one of the main contributors, financially funding AI, the main fund from the main funding guys in OpenAI, but he wanted control, and since OpenAI wanted to keep it non-profit and not have so much control of Elon Musk, so then he has decided to open up his own company, because he openly mentioned in last press conferences that last global talks of his, that his AI, Tesla AI, is pretty powerful. So it only makes sense for him to start an AI company and lead the way. So let's see how this plays out, and what else do we have. So keep an eye on that. Other than Twitter, keep an eye on the new AI company. And so in UAE, they are building, as crazy as it might sound, they are opening up the second tallest tower in the world. And the Dubai's commercial transport sector boosts economy with 16 billion contribution. Imagine all this metro and all the heavy investment, whether it's Burj Khalifa or metro and all whatnot, and the tall plazas and malls. I think all the investments has greatly paid out well. So if you invest well, then you can earn well. This is the lesson that I would give to the people out there, that stop dreaming and start investing. If you got money, sell off whatever plots and cars you have. Say if you have 2-3 cars, sell all of them, keep just one car, and with rest of the money, instead of buying more plots or gold, you should immediately set up a new tech-based company. Now, what kind of tech-based company? This will depend on a lot of factors, and that is where my consultancy comes in, my research comes in. Get in touch with us and we'll guide you, inshallah. But if you don't have knowledge about tech, please don't. You can become the CEO, but you have to hire the experts. Don't do the stupidity of leading the company yourself when you don't know much, right? And The Chinese are so crazy. The Chinese leaders, the Chinese tech company leaders are so outrageously yani insane in this matter of CTO leading. You know what they did? What they are actually doing is, I call them insane in general because some of them, they have made AI their CEOs. So literally, the AI is leading their uh, companies, and it's hilarious, and at the same time it's insane. I mean, like, we all know AI is not that accurate. I'm telling you, I have used AI heavily in the last 6 months to an year now, and I can tell you that AI is no way near AGI, it's no way stable, it's no way accurate. How can you possibly rely on its responses, in business? That is insane. And so these businessmen are playing with fire, and it can definitely backfire. This insane approach of running business. And so I think it came in the news today, that business news, that Elon Musk says he told China's leader that if a digital super intelligence, that is AGI, artificial general intelligence, is what Elon Musk calls digital super intelligence, DSI, is created, it could take charge of the country. This is actually true, because I don't understand, vast majority of the people are not, they are undermining the capabilities of AI. They don't understand the danger. Look, we are at a stage where all these LLMs, these large language models, they have huge data sets and they are training AI, okay? So what happens, and you can already see in the market that the robots and AI, whether there is the robots of Boston Dynamics or the new robot of Tesla, I'm not sure of its capabilities, and it's still far away from human capabilities, but I can tell you that I can see these robots improving at great speed in the next 1 to 2 years, maximum 5 years. They would be able to run, they can run faster than a human, they can lift things. They are pretty much like superhumans, they are like Superman as far as their battery is running, and obviously if you feed in, imagine if you feed in a Tesla Prime robot or any of these companies robots, if you feed in that, they have to keep charging their battery, and so they can continue to produce efficiently, like they can continue to work can be anything, whether it's the factory or it's household, domestic, commercial, corporate, whatever. But so long as they keep charging and they keep learning from the internet, they can keep growing. So imagine if an AI understands that, it reaches that level, it understands that, and then it starts, its AI is already connected to the internet, ChatGPT 4 and Bard, it's already connected to the internet. I don't know if you know this. So this is so dangerous that if you if you leave AI and robots loose, considering that it's just an experiment and you just want to play with it, you want to see how hot the fire go becomes, how higher the robot can jump. You just want to see, but you don't realize that what if it gets out of your control? What if the system gets out of your control? How will you stop it? Right? For example, let me give you an example of virus. I think if you have been an old PC user, laptop, smartphone user, you know what happens when you get hacked, when you get a virus in your system. Pretty much all of your data, your whole system is destroyed, and you have to start from zero. So that is the problem, that is the issue, that if AI takes over the whole digital system, most of the developed countries are 90% digitized. Then AI can try to take over all the digital systems. Obviously AI cannot take over analog. It cannot take over those countries which are still developing, don't have electricity, don't have technology. So AI can't do much except sending robots over there, right, and causing harm. But from the outset, as a whole, they can't do much, right? So the danger is more in the developed nations, developed countries, who have several. US, Russia, especially US, they have the largest nuclear power heads. So actually US is more of a threat right now than any other country in the world. I don't know if people realize that. They are literally sitting on the top of a bomb, the US, on a mine, on top of a mine. This is extremely dangerous, and so we need to understand this is not a joke, really. If you don't know what you're getting into and you haven't prepared properly, look, there are solutions to AI. All you need is to work on a defensive AI, and you need to work on emergency safety protocols, SOPs, and some steps, some solutions to, okay, this is how we are going to pull the plug if things go out of our control. You should have some planning, you should have some way out there, because you're just making AI public and at the reach of everyone. That is just insane, because you're assuming that everyone is good in the society, everyone is ethical, everyone is loyal, everyone cares about saving humanity. That's a big assumption. That's not the case. There are desperate people out there, psychopaths, various kinds of people out there, really crazy people. And then in that sense, I think the top 1% of the people are more at danger, at risk from AI than the poor people. The rich are more at risk than the poor, and the rich are actually at danger by the poor, and it's because of their own selves. If you keep amassing wealth like that through your AI businesses, and you don't distribute properly, equally, and people keep losing jobs like that, so obviously then people might resort to using AI to harm bigger companies, governments, corporations. Anything is possible. I'm just saying, we're talking about the harmful possibilities here. I'm just trying to weigh AI harms and benefits, pros and cons. Okay, so you need to understand. Now there was a guy today, and he was like, I told him, you might want to join my session tonight. You will learn about AI, and also you might improve your English language. Come. He's a layman. He lives close to me, and he's a poor guy. He makes a living by throwing newspapers early in the morning. Believe it or not, even I cannot believe that still in UAE there are There are people who read the newspapers, early in the morning. I think about most probably the old people and the old generation. The new generation, first of all, they don't read, and secondly, if they read, then they definitely don't read newspapers. They read only on stuff on their smartphones. So, and he told me that they are actually going to close the newspaper paper production this year, and they are going to start digital only next year. I said, Subhanallah, that's high time they took this action. So now the problem is, I think, is the Khalij Times. Now the problem is the mentality, the mindset. Now look, I told him, come learn, and I'm not gonna charge you anything. It's a free session. I do this free session every Sunday. And he's like, oh, I don't have time. I have jobs. I don't have time. Subhanallah. I mean, like, seriously, you are being taught how to fish, and you're saying, oh, I don't have time. I said, look, first of all, you're not going to learn anything overnight. It's going to take you some time. And the sooner you start, the better. The more you delay your learning, he's like, yeah, you're right. Since many years I've been saying I learn English, I learn a new skill. But then I just end up procrastinating. I don't learn anything. I just end up binge watching and binge eating. That's what he's doing. He knows he's going to lose his job in next 3 months, couple of months. So what he's doing, he's eating a lot, he's binge eating, and also I see him that whenever I pass by him, I see him watching videos on his mobile. He's just binge watching, wasting time. I asked him, whatever you watch online, does it benefit you? Does it make you money? He's like, no. I said, then what's the point of watching? Whether it's news or debates or politics or movies or drama or you name it. What is the point of watching it if it doesn't make you rich? Just a waste of time. It's high time. You cannot afford to waste time. There's never gonna be a point in your life when you can waste your time. Believe me, even if I was a king, a prince, I would never waste time. I would read books, I would learn new skills, I would go out and solve problems, do something for someone. I cannot sit idle. I don't have time to watch movies. I don't have time to watch dramas. I haven't watched any movie or drama in, I don't know, 6 years. I don't even remember, since several years. And same way, it just has become my mindset, my attitude. I cannot stand people who waste time, and I cannot do activities that harm me, that don't add value in my life. So now the most important update that I want to give you, there was a lot of many other updates of AI, but I will just suffice with this much. I don't want to overwhelm you. And so now I'm planning to start. Now if you're really interested in learning how to make money online, you have, let's suppose you have Emirates ID, you're working inside UAE, okay, or you have your own visa, you have Emirates ID. I mean, either you have your own visa, golden visa or freelance visa, 1 year, 2 year, or you are working with the company full time, okay. So either way, now you want to learn how to get started with Amazon FBA PL and Shopify. So it can be Amazon FBA PL or private label, it can be wholesale, or you want to launch a Shopify store, okay. Let's say you want to sell online some specific shoes or specific shirts or something, any product that you want to sell online. Okay, whatever you are passionate about, and like there is a lot of uh, I have a whole sheet, assessment sheet, and bunch of questions that you have to answer, and I'll help you through in the product part. More vast majority of the people are stuck in the product, what product they will sell, product hunting. So there's a way to do it, there's a process, I know it, and I'll help you with that. Okay, I have designed products myself and I've launched them in the market, both retail and online. So, alhamdulillah, I have experience with marketplaces and Facebook Marketplace and other online. I know several marketplaces, websites, because I've been involved in e-commerce for more than 7 years now. I've attended hundreds of workshops and done several courses online, and then I have tried implementing all that I learned myself by launching stores, products. I launched the store once on Shopify and even on Amazon, and plus I've helped, coached, and consulted several clients on e-commerce. So right now you will be like, you are at point zero, and you want to go to point 1 or 100. Like, you want to get started with your own business, your own brand, with selling. Basically, selling is not easy. It's not rocket science, but it's also not easy, especially if you have done jobs all your lives, you have never sold anything. It can be very daunting, I'm telling you. It can be very difficult to get started. That is where you need a coach, you need a consultant or a coach to guide you through the process. And once you are done, you launch it, your store or your product, and you start selling, then you will be so relieved. You'll be so glad, you'll be so relieved. You feel happy that you launched one product, one store. And then, maybe you will either go on scaling that product, or you will go on launching more stores, more products. Either way, you would still need a coach. Maybe till you launch 50 products, 100 products, you will need a coach. You will even need coach after launching thousands of products. Remember, you would always need a coach, because a mentor or a coach or an expert is always several steps ahead of you. Okay, so you would always need him, not only to guide you to the latest trends and the next thing that you should do, but also, more importantly, a coach is there to hold you accountable for your actions. Okay, because you cannot be your own judge. You can only hold yourself accountable to certain limit, right? So I'm planning to share a detailed case study with you, and how to make money online, how to get started with your own brand, your own business online. And keep in mind, online business is very vast. It's not just Amazon or Shopify. There are thousands of possibilities. Thousands. If you make a PayPal account, I can give you more than 1,000 possibilities of earning online. I'm not kidding. I actually know more than 1,000 ways of earning online. But remember, knowing is not equal to doing. You can learn, but that does not necessarily mean that you can also do it. So doing is a completely different game. That's where you hire me as a tech life coach, as a business coach, and I take you from point 0 to point 1000, step by step. So obviously you have to be mentally prepared. You should be prepared, you have a strong mindset, be willing to invest your time, your wealth, your energy, everything, your focus. You have to believe that this thing is real and it works. And it anything, not just online earning, anything takes time. Even if you go out and do a job, you think you will be get paid in advance or immediately. Generally speaking, you go for jobs, you get hired, you work for 1 month, and then only you get paid. You always have to do work first, you get paid later. So there are very few businesses out there where you get paid in advance, so unless you have those skills and you're focusing on those businesses. But generally speaking, especially when you're getting started, so you have to be willing to invest. So all it takes is decision. You have to decide, you have to think and decide whether you really want to do this, how serious you are. You have to gather funds, you have to be ready to do it. There's no turning back, there's no giving up. You only lose when you give up, remember. So if you go to my website shuaib.ae, a lot of stuff is upcoming. From 1st of August, I'm planning to launch this AI course where I'll build an AI business using an AI tool live in public, and but what I need from you is I need 100 yeses. Actually, I need about 1,000 yeses. I need 1,000 yeses, 777 or 1,000 yeses on this video comments. Okay, you can give it to me here on YouTube or on TikTok, but until in my comments I get, you can even give it on Facebook, but until I get these 1,000 yeses, I don't think you guys are ready and you will not benefit from this course. So I'm gonna wait till end of this month, July. It's just 2 weeks left, and less than 2 weeks. And 1st of August, I'm going to start this basic course on the fundamentals of AI. And all the way, I'm going to go to the advanced level and to the level of building an online AI business that actually makes money. So whoever of you are interested, you want to join it, you want to learn from it, you want to become part of it, you want to work with me, get involved, get your hands dirty, then I want a serious yes. Also, not only give me a yes in the comments, also send me an email on ecompro.shuaib@gmail.com. Send me an email and mention to me what this means to you. Just I need a few sentences, a short paragraph mentioning who you are, your full name, who you are, where you're from, what is your purpose of life, what you want to do in life, and why this particular thing that I'm going to start from 1st of August 2023, why is it important for you, why you want to be part of this. Because right now what I'm thinking, I'm just going to select 7 students, that's it. 7 serious students. I'm going to take all them on board and we are going to build this together. I'm not going to involve everyone in it. So I will share some bits and pieces every Sunday about it, about the journey. I will do that, inshallah, so that everyone knows what we are doing, how we are doing, but I will not go into the details of how. That how will only be covered with those people who will join my Facebook group, who will be part of my serious group, and who are interested to invest, take it as a proper business. At least you should be willing to invest $1,000 at least, you know. So I want those kind of people, serious people. And so let's get this thing moving. Assalamu alaikum.